Hello everybody, Mckenzie here. My channel is all about you getting out there and living your most amazing life. This month I've decided to focus specifically on the idea of courageous living and what it means to live with more courage in your life. Because today is the first of the month, I want to spend a few minutes and talk about and define what courage is and what it means to live with courage in your life. So each of us is going to experience courage differently because each of us has a different set of values and beliefs, needs, goals. What it means to have courage will look different for each of us. And what is courageous for you may seem like nothing to somebody else. And what seems courageous to them may not seem that big of a deal to you. So some of us have fears maybe of snakes or spiders. For me, those things don't even bother me at all. So somebody who's facing that, it may feel courageous to them. To me, I'm like, get over it. So be gentle with yourself because courage for you is going to look very different from somebody else. Now, what does remain the same are the 5 principles that I believe make up courageous living. And that's what I want to talk about specifically here on this channel today. So, number 1 is to acknowledge your fears and move forward anyway. So many of us, we start to feel fear and we end up staying where we're at. We end up being stagnant, which of course at some point in our lives maybe kept us safe, but it's not getting us what we want. It's not really getting you that passion-filled, excited, happy life that you're striving for. What it's doing is keeping you here in this place of stagnation and the same old, same old. And sure, it's comfortable there, but is it what you really want? So I recommend feel those fears, acknowledge them, understand them, and continue to move forward. Move forward in spite of them. The second principle that I think makes up courageous living is to figure out what it is you want for your life. What is your big dream and your big goal? Know that, sure, there is going to be uncertainty along the way and there will be roadblocks along the way, but you're going to move forward anyway. I think a lot of us, because we're not certain of what the future holds, we're not certain of how things will turn out, we tend not to move forward. We tend to stay right where we're at and not even move forward. So I think about, as an example, maybe you have to have a difficult conversation with somebody. And because we're not certain of how it will turn out or we're afraid of the outcome, we don't have that conversation. And real depth in relationships comes from being able to get real with somebody else. So despite uncertainty, move forward. Know what you want in your life and go after it, even if you're not sure of the outcome. Principle number 3 is to be vulnerable and real with people, even if you're afraid of being judged. I think so many of us live a small life because we're afraid of what other people think of us. We're afraid of what other people might say to us or say behind our backs. And, you know, I have a hard time with this because you have to get out there and live your own life, no matter what anybody else is saying, no matter what anybody else thinks, because it isn't about anyone else. It's about you being fulfilled and passionate for your life and what you have going on. So know that yes, no matter what, I mean, even the most successful people in the world are judged all of the time. So get out there and do what it is you want to do, even if you're afraid of being judged, even if you're afraid of what other people might think. Because fulfillment and happiness and passion are over here, and being afraid of being judged is over here. It's not as great of a place. All right, number 4 is to live in the moment of your life. And I think this takes a lot of courage, letting go of the past, letting go of the future, really to get present with what's going on here now. A lot of us have a hard time sitting with ourselves and being with ourselves in the moment because this can be a very scary place. If you can learn to get comfortable in this place, a whole world is going to open up for you. A whole world of passion and excitement in your life will open up. And the reason I say that is because you're going to be really experiencing your feelings, you're going to be utilizing your senses, you're going to be truly with the people you care about. And I think this is where a great life really begins. All right, the last principle I want to talk about is learning to trust yourself. So many of us don't believe in ourselves. We don't even think of ourselves as courageous. And it's this person right here you need the support of most of all. And by this person, I don't mean me, I mean you. You need to trust in yourself. You need to know you're capable of doing and achieving what it is you want in your life. So look in the mirror every day and say, we're going to get this done. We're going to go out and create this life. Even though we're fearful, even though we might be judged, even though we might have to be alone with our feelings and emotions. We're going to get through it all because we know it's all going to turn out okay in the end. All right, if you've enjoyed these 5 principles of courageous living, check back in tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm going to talk in depth on the 7 aspects that I believe make up courageous living, the 7 pieces. Tomorrow I'm just going to briefly go over them, and then I'm going to spend the rest of the month sharing with you how to live more courageously, overcome fears, go out there and get what it is you really want out of life. Again, my name is Mckenzie Haglund. If you've enjoyed today's video, I just ask that you click on the like button right here down below. If you have a story of courage from your own life or a way that you've been courageous, I would love to hear from you. Better yet, subscribe to my channel. I would be honored to walk this journey towards your most amazing life alongside of you. Thank you.